Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. So what we're going to do here, guys, it's a coaching carousel draft. There's already 12 Power 4 jobs open right now, which is a record at this point in the season. There's going to be more that come up, and there's not like that many coaching names, so it's kind of an exercise to try to show how difficult this is going to get. We have ranked the jobs based on desirability, though it's
okay.
It's debatable.
And I'm not. My team's on there as well.
I would like to trade my pick with you.
Okay. Well, no.
They put Wisconsin
Arkansas
on
for
there, even
Florida.
though Wisconsin still has a coach in Florida.
Okay, I'll make that trade. For
Arkansas for Florida.
Okay, I'll make that trade. I like that.
Okay, so we can change that. Eddie, you will now be picking for Arkansas, and Dan, you'll be picking for Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deal's done.
Okay, deal is done. All right, so I'll start us off with LSU. And, okay, what I've heard...
The trade just got updated.
There we go. Great job drafting. Yes. Great job. Is that Connor, whoever did that? Good job, man. So, look, I think there's a lot of... Yeah, go ahead.
Florida should have the first pick. Florida's a better job. I'm done with the LSU.
Than LSU?
Best job.
Ooh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I think I'm saying that now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think I'm saying that now.
Why?
Because I know what you're going to say. 3 of the last 4 head coaches have won the national championship.
Can't really
Everyone
hand-wave that
stays.
away.
Well, yeah, if you cut that fact out, yeah.
No, you're not understanding the tone I'm saying it in. If I say it in a mocking tone, it doesn't sound as cool.
Oh, go like this when you say it.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 of the last national coach have won the national championship. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just being devil of that.
It's like I was on with Stu Gatz yesterday, and he was like, what if North Carolina was 5-2?
Yeah.
Then what would you do with Belichick? I was like, Stu,
That's a good question.
That's a damn good question. I've never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first pick, LSU. Okay, there's a lot of funny rumors. There's a lot of big money guys that want to make Nick Saban say no. I don't think that's realistic. There's some that want to bring O back. I love that. I don't think that's realistic. I would go with my guy, Kelvin Shepard, but it seems like the number one realistic target, potentially realistic, would be Lane Kiffin. It's a perfect fit. Lane, like a lot of people are starting to talk Marcus Freeman, and it just doesn't work. The Catholicism works, but Freeman's too august and austere and clean cut. You need somebody a little dirtier, a little grimier. Lane Kiffin to Baton Rouge, perfect fit.
Okay, good pick. That was the Florida, I believe, will be doing everything they can to get Lane Kiffin. Florida's now going to be in a tough spot because they want Lane Kiffin.
Maybe Dan Mullen?
No, I think, listen, I think they'll probably go out there and get a guy who can go to defense, who's been to the playoff. I think they're going to go and scoop up Luke Fickell. So it's going to be tough, but I think Florida's going to get Luke Fickell.
So I keep seeing you push this and people responding to you.
Push what?
So you're right. I keep seeing people responding to you sincerely with these Fickell points.
I'm being sincere. If you are a Florida, if you're an LSU, if you're a Penn State, why would you go and try to hire someone that has never been to the playoff like Lane Kiffin?
It's a good point.
Luke Fickell's been to the playoff.
It's a good point. He's a
proven
program
he
builder.
can get to the playoff in a 4-team playoff. So not only are you okay in the 12-team playoff, but if they ever decide to go back to a 4-team playoff, you have a coach who's been to the 4-team playoff.
It's
pretty good, right?
No, that's good logic. That's good logic.
Yeah, really
and
good
that's how the
logic.
Wisconsin job opens up. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, and also the message boards are going crazy for Luke Fickell. I saw it. I was reading it yesterday. There was message boards galore.
All right, Nikki, you're up.
Yeah, I think these 2 jobs above Penn State opening up was the worst case scenario for Penn State.
Yeah, you wanted Luke Fickell.
I did. I wanted Luke Fickell. Penn State needs to know who they are. They are not Ohio State. They're not Michigan. They need somebody that fits Penn State perfectly. They need somebody who has experience with Penn State. Give me James Franklin again.
Oh, let's go.
Hunt
Bring
for
him
one
back,
more year.
dude.
Hope that you're the best job next year. Rehire him for 1 year. Take James Franklin back.
Yeah, just a little contract restructure.
Just like, hey, 1 more year. Let's see if you can get it together. And then hope you're the premier job next year when you fire.
Yeah, and you also don't have to do the awkward thing of like showing them where the bathrooms are in the
It would save him
football
so much
facility
time.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Reactivate his key card like he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on back.
He's got the recruiting relationships already.
There it is.
Baked in and ready to go.
I genuinely think it's the smartest move.
Yeah, it might be because you're right. When Penn State fired James Franklin, in their head they're saying, we now get the number 1 coaching candidate in this hiring cycle, and then they get leapfrogged twice by Florida and LSU, and we're not done with the hiring cycle. Like, there's a chance maybe USC opens up. There's a chance. Does Kalen DeBoer love it in Alabama? Like,
Sark is trying to get the hell out of Texas.
Right.
He's trying to get to the NFL.
So Penn State should theoretically time
Allegedly.
their coaching hiring to be the number one team. They're third right now. They could easily go down to fourth or fifth.
They could be fifth by the end of the year.
And I mean, once
a lot of
Kiffin
sense,
and,
Nick.
once Kiffin and Fickle are off the board, Franklin's the next best option,
Right.
without a doubt.
Easily.
Who do you got for 4, Eddie?
Arkansas. I think Arkansas is the best job.
Why?
Listen, obviously not for national championship aspirations, but they gave Sam Pittman 5+ years.
Yeah.
If you want a place where
That's
you
a
might
really
get a
strong
shot,
point.
Yeah.
and they have an 8-figure NIL collective.
Yeah.
Like there is potential there just waiting to happen.
You're right.
So I'm gonna go with Eli Drinkwitz. It's
Dude,
less
that's
than a
pretty damn
6-hour
good, dude.
drive from Columbia.
Whoa.
That's what
a fun
happens
fact.
too with Luke Fickle, kind of the domino falling.
Yes. Yes, you're right. I would have.
like when that-
It's madness after Fickle gets out.
It's like when that one buddy in the fantasy draft does something crazy or goes on auto draft, and just you can feel the ripple effect for rounds and
You
rounds.
took
after.
Brandon Aubrey
Yeah.
in the first round.
Yeah, like if Fickle's there, I'm thinking a lot harder for sure. But yeah, I think Drink. I love what he's done with Mizzou, and like I said, it's 6 hours away, so he kind of knows the region. So
This would infuriate Mizzou fans, but does Arkansas have higher potential because of that money?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got Tyson Foods, you got Jerry Jones, and you got the Walmart, the Waltons.
Yeah.
You got Waltons.
Although they have a football team, which makes it a little harder for them. They're the Broncos.
Yeah. They teamed
Yeah.
up with
And
the
kind of
Cronkies.
the Rams.
Yeah. Well, the Cronkies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are our American oligarchs. Like those are the rulers of our day. Drink to Arkansas. Okay, Big Cat, Wisconsin.
Okay, so if you want my actual opinion of who I would like the Badgers to get, it's either Jason Eck or Sean Lewis. Both Badgers, both up and coming coaches. Sean Lewis at San Diego State, Jason Eck at New Mexico. But
Choose Sean Lewis.
For what?
Choose Sean Lewis.
No.
Okay.
Because I think that what's going to happen, knowing that I've spoken so strongly out against this regime, and I'm probably on the outs of getting sideline passes and everything, but I'm also in my head being like, well, they're probably not going to be there very long. I'll just become friends with the new head coach. The Wisconsin Badgers are going to hire Brian Kelly, and I'm going to be in hell. Because they're going to win 8 or 9 games, but I despise Brian Kelly. And I've said some really mean things about Brian Kelly, and I will not be invited to a single thing when the Badgers get Brian
That's like
Kelly.
a bottom 5 guy I'd ever want to get.
Ever.
Bro, I gaslit myself for 3 years into it, and then it was so funny how visceral. It's like the story from the Bible where the scales fell off my eyes on Sunday, and I was like, "What have I been doing?"
There is not. This is what's going to happen to me because I've been like, do anything to get back to 8 or 9 wins. He will win 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
And I will have to root for the most unlikable coach in America. If you looked, James Franklin gets fired, and you see all these stories about James Franklin cares me as a person. He comes, he calls me, he does things behind the scenes. Brian Kelly, there's not been one nice thing said about him.
No, every player just talks about he was like didn't care. Never.
The nicest thing that-
super CEO, politician.
The nicest thing that has been said about Brian Kelly in the last week was on Part of My Take on Friday when Zach Martin, I asked him about Brian Kelly. He says, we haven't really kept in touch.
Yeah, that's high praise.
That was insane.
You must have really loved him.
The glazing was crazy on that one.
All right, Nikki, you're back up. You're hated Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I
coaches.
hate Virginia Tech, but I am a sucker for when a former player comes back to coach their own team. Shane Beamer, long snapper for Virginia
I
Tech.
love it.
Coming
Yeah.
home.
Beamer ball.
I mean, it's got to happen, right? Like Beamer. I think Beamer's pretty good. I think South Carolina's an almost impossible place to win at consistently. He got him to last year. They should have been in the playoff if they hadn't screwed up against LSU. Like,
It's perfect place for him.
yeah, go back home.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I think that makes
good pick.
And this is what you see it, the pressure cooker of the SEC at this point, where Shane Beamer had a good year last year, and then this year it kind of falls apart, and it's this boomer bust. Kirby Smart was talking about it. This boomer bust mentality that if you're LSU, you can be like that. If you're Florida, you can be like that. But some of these mid-tier programs like a Wisconsin, like a South Carolina, you can't be like, we got to fire everyone all the time. So if you're Shane Beamer, you got to know that that's probably what's going to happen and just get out before they fire you.
While your stock's the highest.
Right, exactly.
Eddie, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm going Golesh. I know South Florida has kind of tapered off a little bit. They've kind of come back to life, but I think the whole culture needs to be reset. And, you know, I mean,
I like how you reset that.
I leveled it. Yes, exactly. That's
pretty good.
Thank you.
Somebody made a very good point on roughness on South Florida. It might have been Liam or somebody, but like,
Wasn't Brandon.
no, he's been down. He's been down. Look, we got the picture right there in the studio now. Can we trust the South Florida head coach? Look at who's won there, right? Willie Taggart, Charlie Strong. Oh God, there's one other one that I'm missing. It's just like potentially is South Florida a place where you just win because you have more avenues to talent than your peers do?
I think Golesh is different. I think he is the anti-Brian Kelly, where you hear a lot of good things about the guy.
Yeah.
Him as a person.
But but T-Bob's point, and it's a fair point, because I actually think
Jeff Scott, thank you.
Cincinnati's kind of like this as well.
Yep.
Cincinnati
Very good
coaches have
point.
had a better experience leaving Cincinnati, but there are certain schools that where they're located on the map and where they are in the ecosystem, Cincinnati, South Florida, they're very hard to mess up. They're always going to be decent programs, and hiring a coach from there can get tricky because you think that it's an up-and-coming coach. And I think Golesh is a very good coach. But you just got to know that, hey, is it the surroundings he's in? Is it the program should always be decent, like a South Florida or Cincinnati?
The one thing that made me a little bullish on Golesh would be the Heupel pedigree.
Yeah, I think he's a great coach. I agree
with you. No, we're
What
making
you
the same
said
point.
makes sense. Is there's these certain schools that they're not the big boy in their state, but because they're in such a football-rich state and they get that second level of guys that are all very, very good still in Ohio and Florida, they're always going to have a talented team.
I get that, but I do, like you agree though, they're at a time where they need a young guy to come in.
Golesh is gonna get a shot.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get a shot,
He
and we
deserves
will
one.
see. I mean, like again, even looking at this list, it proves the point. Like there's plenty more jobs open beyond this. Like you're gonna have some guys that are gonna get they're gonna be reaches, but I think we're actually gonna discover some new coaching superstars because of that. Like a lot of these guys will bust out, but we'll get some names that we don't really know now that in a couple of years, like wow, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, but they don't need a retread. Like Gundy was there for so long, it needs to completely come
Yes,
back.
I agree. We got to level it.
Yes.
We got to level it and rebuild the foundation.
Thank you, guys.
UCLA. So if this was really how it broke, and of course it's very realistic with Fickle and Franklin up there. If this is really how it broke, I know that Liam Blutman would want me to say John Sumrall now from Tulane. He's going to be a hot name going forward without a doubt. But the clear answer for UCLA is Jerry Neuheisel.
Isn't he already the coach?
He's the OC. He's the OC.
Really?
Yeah, Skipper.
I thought he was the head coach.
No, Skipper's the interim head coach. Who? Tim Skipper?
I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah. Neuheisel is the only OC that I've ever seen that consistently.
I thought he was the
Yes.
OC. I thought he was the head coach and AD.
Yeah.
And quarterback.
He's the dean.
Yeah.
Well, he basically is born in the UCLA Medical Center.
then let's get him.
Raised from the time he was a child there. He played there. He's coached there since he got out of playing. Like, yes, Neuheisel is UCLA.
I thought UCLA was in the best position because they already had their coach.
Yeah, they're
It's Jerry
comfortable and
Neuheisel.
fine. Yeah, their job search is done.
Liam seems to think that he's going to go somewhere else and then come back years later to be
Why?
head coach. I don't know. I don't know why you just want to go with Neuheisel off the bat. So there it is. LSU, Lane Kiffin, Florida, Luke Fickell, Penn State, James Franklin.
Take a picture of this.
Arkansas, Eli Drinkwitz, Wisconsin, Brian Kelly, Virginia Tech, Shane Beamer, Oklahoma State, Alex Coalition, UCLA, Jerry Neuheisel. What a draft, boys.
What a coaching character.
What a draft.